Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. What's up guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. Alright, so let's take a look at some shit coins here. Today I'm going to review MATIC, Link, XRP, CHZ, and DOT. I want to preface this video too by saying that if Bitcoin takes a big dump anywhere, then these altcoins are going to nuke, like, I don't know, anywhere from 25 to 50% or more, I would say. So for instance, yeah, if Bitcoin just takes another leg down, then I expect big legs down for altcoins. So I'll try to give some targets and some just overall ideas, I guess, for a few different scenarios. So yeah, let's just get to it. Overall, high time frame chart for MATIC actually still looks fine to me personally. You have this rounded bottom and then this consolidation period where price has chopped around really for, I don't know, I mean, you call it really July to December or so. So, and this last big move was probably just a deviation in my opinion, maybe just like, maybe just a deviation above one. So anywhere from 70 cents to $1 or so is where the real range has been. And I think that overall it still looks okay on high time frame charts. Like maybe we see like another move to the range highs, maybe they go back low again, but overall it should still stay within the 70 cents to $1 area. I would say that, as I said, it looks pretty reasonable. And volume profile, it shows as well that this is a very interesting area in terms of volume profile. There is a lot of volume transacted within the 75 cent to kind of 95 cent area. There's just a lot of trading activity there. And this is an area that price likes to trade at. So overall, I think that price should still do okay. And if we see a lot more consolidation, say over the next few weeks, and I think that this looks pretty good to actually go even higher, maybe up to the the high ones, I would say. That's kind of like where I would target. But again, if Bitcoin starts to nuke down, then I would target kind of this 40-cent area again. That's probably where I would look. Like I would expect a breakdown and then probably a move down to like 50 cents to 40 cents if Bitcoin takes another leg down. Those are my overall thoughts on MATIC. I think consolidation for a bit more and then maybe another move up to $1 seems pretty likely to me. Let's look at CHZ, this coin. I just marked two levels on this chart, to be honest with you. These are the only two that really matter. You have this semi-range high here around 27, 28 cents or so, where price has dipped down several times. You see a tap once in August, once in September, once in November, and then once again in late November again. And prices failed to break above this level cleanly really since March 2022. And that was really just a deviation. You know, this big old spike up to 33 cents and then a big move down all the way down to 8 cents. So we haven't really seen price be able to clear this key level around 27 cents. If you see some sort of bullish close above that, then I think that it should look okay. But for now, there's still a lot of sellers. In the short term, I think that price should actually move higher because this overall area seems to be a demand zone. It seems like an area that price likes to trade at from a support perspective. And like this 18.5 cents area seems pretty reasonable as support. So would expect this to fill out a little bit more. So maybe we'll see some sort of fill out this inefficiency and then move up to maybe like 24 cents and then go lower. The problem is that this chart is not super clear to me personally. Like there are some other areas like, you know, this 24 cent area where it should act as support. It acted as support back in September 21 and it was this long wick on December 2021. So, you know, a move up to 24 cents would make a lot of sense to me, but still a lot of unpredictability with this one, and I'm personally not going to trade it because the chart isn't really super clear to me. If Bitcoin nukes, then I think it goes all the way back down to the 10 cent area. Let's look at XRP. the fuck is it? All right, XRP. This one looks a little weird, to be frank and honest with you. I don't really know. Maybe some sort of weird double bottom type of thing where you have like this bottom here that formed from May all the way to September. So lots of consolidation and chop. And then a move up, and now again another area where it chops around. So personally, I think this chops around for another month, to be frank and honest with you, another several weeks. It's possible that this maybe like kind of mean reverts up, but I think it's more likely that this just chops around for a while and mostly just consolidates. I think that we see consolidation and then maybe another move up to kind of these highs right around 51 cents. So, you know, maybe something like this, and then like comes back down, and then maybe we see like some sort of double bottom type of price action, but don't really know where it's going to head in terms of the long term. If this does break down, like Bitcoin takes another leg down, I would expect kind of like this 25-cent area kind of to provide some support. Personally, that's kind of like what I would look for. There's just an area, this is like a big fat area of support that price should be okay with, all the way back to the January 21 levels. So yeah, I think that this still looks okay, honestly. Just expecting a little more chop and consolidation overall. Okay, so let's look at, I did MATIC, I did Link, to XRP. Let's go look at, I did CHZ too. Okay, let's look at Link. Link is a shitcoin that looks pretty reasonable in my opinion. I personally bought it before, but then I sold all of it, so I have no exposure to Link anymore. But I think that the chart looks great, to be frank and honest with you. Well, great is relative, of course, but I mean, I think that price has chopped around for almost 200 days here, and 200-day EMA is really getting closer to price, relatively speaking. We're seeing a lot of consolidation with all these daily EMAs. Would like to see price kind of reclaim this EQ of the range, so 7.5 or so. But it's more likely probably that price, you know, hits some sort of resistance, and then you know, we'll kind of see if in fact it goes higher, reclaims that level and retests it, then potentially we could even go as far as the range highs. But again, that's a pretty big move from here. It's like 50% move or something like that. So not really expecting that as of right now, but let's kind of just like wait and see. Personally, these EMAs are still bearish, but I think that the chart still looks pretty decent on high time frame charts. I really do. Like I had a position in Link before, and I mean I sold it on that big nuke down since the FTX debacle, but to me it still looks pretty reasonable personally. I think that, you know, price will consolidate and then maybe it moves up again here. So yeah, would look to see the next big move up at the EQ around 750 and then kind of play it by ear from there. But to me, this chart still looks pretty reasonable. If Bitcoin does nuke lower, then I would expect to see maybe this $3 area, kind of like this weekly close. Maybe like this former, back in 2019, this level around 350, that would be an interesting level in my opinion too. And there's also some other levels too, like this 450 level as well, this wick high that price couldn't break, you know, June 2019, and it couldn't break all the way for a year, basically. So yeah, so 450 and 340, those are my two levels if price were to really break down from a Bitcoin standpoint. Let's look at DOT. A lot of charts here. Okay, DOT. This was one that really just didn't do very well, to be honest with you. Don't really see anything that looks great to me personally. I mean, we might just continue here all the way to $3, the 350, sorry. 382 would be an area to look for, and you can start to scale down actually on lower time frame charts. So let's go to the daily here. This was a long consolidation on the USDT pair where you see this floor being set here around 378 or so, Price bounced off that level several times. It might even be higher. This might be better, around $4. Daily close, we saw a slight deviation, but price held this floor pretty well. So maybe around $4. If price, Bitcoin dumps, and I expect $4 to come. And then, if it gets really bad, there's a wick under 360 or 350 or so. Those are some kind of levels that I'm looking at. But overall, this chart just looks terrible, to be frank and honest with you. I know there's a lot of DOT supporters, but I personally don't really know as much about this ecosystem as much. I mean, it just looks like a clear downtrend, like lower highs, lower lows. So yeah, it doesn't look great in general in that regard. So no real sign of any sort of reversal personally, like lower highs, lower lows. Like the other ones at least looked like they had some sort of double bottom stuff forming, but this one is like literally just been down only. There's no any sort of pattern that's like that's like a double bottom where it goes down, consolidates, and then comes back up, and then comes back down. It doesn't even have like a floor. It just continues to grind down lower and lower and lower. So yeah, not really great, to be honest with you, in that regard. Okay, so those are all the altcoins that I'm going to review today. And yeah, please let me know what you guys think. Thanks for the support.